Sexy Balaclava. I tried to rent the movie about the protest, but the store didn't have it. In the film, the underdog wins. That's how you know it's a movie. They're passing a law here to keep people from sitting on the sidewalk. Poverty is still a crime in America, and I'm looking more and more criminal, by which I mean broke, by which I mean beautiful, holy. Revolution is not pretty, but it can be beautiful, I'm told. The protest was dull. There was no tear gas and there were no riot cops. Nothing got broken and nothing got gassed and nothing got smashed. There was no blood and the world wasn't safe, so we went to the movies. In the film, people kissed at the end. The underdog won. That's how we knew it was a movie, a pretty lie. Revolution is not pretty, but I don't care about looks. Set the dumpster on fire. Break the windows. Don't kiss me like they do in the movies. Kiss me like they do on the emergency broadcast system. So we're going to go from the emergency broadcast system to the freak show. One of the biggest distinctions of my hometown, Syracuse, New York, was the place where the last actual freak show was held until a do-gooder served an injunction to stop it because it was exploitive. And at that point, Otis Jordan, who was known as the Frogman, he was a triple paraplegic, I'm saying it wrong, but said on record, you know, what does she want me to do? Go on welfare? So this is called Where He's Been, and it's in the voice of the Worm Boy. Taxonomy. What about Snake Boy? I pleaded. At the far end of the table, some other guy laughed the hinge right off his jaw. You cannot pride a river when you're thirsty, maggot man, larva lad, prince parasite. You can dignity your own grave. You see the problem. Between a stick and a stone place, I crawled under a rock. Worm Boy it was. Worm Boy, they called me. Well, the sun still shines. What it was like. Fresh cherries still sun-warm at roadside slick city candy stores. Feathers escaped to the dust, playing over the dirt's breath. The ring of hammer on steak, tediums were. New lot, next postcards home. Money sent home, boiled peanuts, oceans gasp. Always the organ right this way. Faint of heart, no God nor man. The churn of fresh earth in the sun. Worm Boy and velvet cape. Tired, so tired, but the gasp and clap in the tent and I hold them all. It's okay. It's all right to stare. Road scholar. In Arkansas, I think it was Arkansas or Texas or Tennessee, the boy came up to me, the full body halo, the way the lights were cast. But this boy says to me, do you know that in an acre of land there can be 1 million earthworms? You'll never see them. They're under the ground. They're working. He says, ringworm is not a worm. It's a fungus. Awful smart kid you got there, I said to the kid's father. You must be awful proud. They walked away. The tents came down. We moved on, and still underground workings crawl in, crawl out. Light as a feather, new lot, no fate, no heart, no God nor man. The churn of fresh earth in the sun. Worm Boy and velvet cape, tired, so tired, but the sweep and gape and the sequence in the light we clasp. Roar of the massive working. And they call it a pornography of disability. The whir of the gas, the reformer lady, the state fair, the massive roar, the courts closed the show. I put on my velvet cape and I prayed for right this way arms, 8 arms, Shiva's arms. Ringworm is not a worm, it is a fungus. I prayed for the arms of the destroyer of worms. I got a plane ticket from my brother. He calls me Ben. And how could I be ungrateful? It's a good life, it is. Better than most, and I have my own bed, my own hell, my own room, and there are stars, and when I flew down, I'd never been on a plane. I could have gotten to the gate myself, but they wheeled me. I said, don't wheel me, but they did. And when I got here, I found he and the kids fixed up an old cart for me. Never had a cart before. Never thought I'd live on a farm. It's quiet. And mind you, I work for my living here. I find lots to do. I'm a good worker. Can fix cars, clock radios, fix the blender yesterday just with my tongue and teeth. Nothing else broken that I can find. Said I'm gonna have to start breaking stuff myself. It's quiet. And just when I was done, I heard him yell, "Hey, Ben," and I almost didn't turn around. This morning, I went to the hen house. I thought I'd help out collecting eggs for breakfast. When I struggled in to bring them a mouthful of feed, scattered the chickens. They scatter in soft explosions in white. My sequence the light, disco balling on the wood walls. I tip my head aside and stretch my mouth to the shape of the A in welfare. I stretch and tilt. The eggs roll onto the back of my cape and drag behind me with a shh, shh, shh. So quiet here. The turn of fresh earth and the sun, the fluttered empty spots where the hens will soon settle and sigh as I make my way to the door. Again, fluster and beat their wings back in the air, that feather and fret that from right there, when I stop and listen, right there, it sounds just like applause.